Pluto in Leo, how it shapes your personality and life. The position of Pluto in your natal chart reveals the transformations due to take place in your life, and how you channel your core truths and restorative power. Those born with Pluto and Leo in their natal chart make up the bold leaders who don't hesitate to take action whenever necessary, no matter what personal doubts might be crippling them deep inside. Initiators, innovators, the carriers of change and great transformation of the world, these natives use their inborn creativity and strong imaginative drive to revolutionize theirs and their peers' existence. Art, especially, might be one of the preferred domain of activity for them. Pluto in Leo in a nutshell. Style, powerful and astute. Top qualities, challenging, proud and experienced. Challenges, hesitant and selfish. Advice, showing strength to those dear, will make you respected. Celebrities, John Lennon, David Bowie, Prince, Freddie Mercury, Jim Morrison. Personality traits. Plutonian Leo natives are brimming with endless energy, always thinking of new ideas to put into action, of more and more opportunities to share their ideas with the world. Also, these natives have spiritual tendencies, and may even be strongly religious as a matter of fact. It would be a normal thing, given society's predilections at that time, and the social context, but since a Leo is a Leo, they also want others to share their convictions. Thus, they want to convince everyone else about the truth of their beliefs. While they are very set on pursuing their dreams, once they become too focused on a project, chances are they'll stumble upon people who aren't exactly good-natured towards them. They'll end up being manipulated, used for the interests of others, and they won't like this at all. They are very good at stepping over limitations, over societal regulations, and generally, doing what they think is best. This is because they aren't tied up to the past, to traditions, and their creativity exceeds the norms that society imposes on them. They'll likely bring about great changes in the field of the arts, as a result. They idealize heroic characteristics, and are themselves quite daring individuals, who never retreat when confronted with challenges. For a cause they consider to be worthy, they will struggle against the world and die fighting, like a martyr. Usually, the only causes they would fight for to the bitter end are spiritual in nature, and they don't even care about the risks involved at all. Reason and rationality end up being abandoned when such a situation appears. Heroism is glorified, while weakness is shunned in their perspective. The good and the bad. First off, these natives are very flexible and adaptive. They'll find a way to survive any situation they encounter, no matter what it involves, and who they have to fight in order to win. Are there any strict requirements for a project? They'll have no problems coming to terms with them, reaching a level where they can easily do it. Secondly, the Plutonian Leos reach the full breadth of their potential when put in situations that require one to think outside the box, to come up with innovative ideas, untethered to traditional norms. With their daring and confident approach, they'll have no problems getting to the top of the social ladder, as well as attracting the spotlight on them. Plutonian Leos are manipulative and dominant. Is this such a surprise anymore? If not, then you would expect one of their worst traits is that they tend to take control of any given situations, even if that's not necessary. Put them to work together with a group of people, and they will strive to end up leading them. Being the man in charge, even if working together in a cooperative manner, would bring the best results. That's just how they are, and it brings a lot of disadvantages, once it turns out that most people won't just sit still, while they're being taken control of. They are very authoritative individuals, who won't let anyone else take the decisions that matter. If you let it slide and allow the Pluto and Leo native this freedom, there won't be any problems at all, but there aren't a lot of people who can take that. Pluto and Leo in love. During the time that Pluto last transited Leo, the world was looking with dubious eyes at the idea of love out of love's sake. Marriage was staged, theatrically used as a method to coerce people into doing certain things. It was based on the idea that the most powerful got to decide the future of the many. And women, they were considered to be the weak, the oppressed who needed to be saved. With all the military conflicts going on, men found it harder and harder to accommodate to a peaceful life at home. It just wasn't something completely normal for them, since they had gotten used to the dangerous life on the battlefield. This may mean that the romantic heritage of Pluto and Leo is a rather fixed and traditional one where the expectations are totally different for men compared to women. The Plutonian Leo needs to go by rules, and needs to know what will happen next, even in love and even if this ruins the romance. As for their dependability, you can be certain of their loyalty, and their resilience in times of hardship. The Pluto and Leo man. The Plutonian Leo men, the last time this transit occurred, had it way easier from the point of view of their independence and status in society. They were more imposing, they had the right to speak for themselves, and they were listened to when they demanded back more from society. This means that the Plutonian Leo is ready to jump up when something is unfair or unjust, and will not hesitate to ask for it to be corrected, and most of the times they are given justice. When these men want to change something, it's either their way or no way. But they must be careful, however, for their position of strength, held for too long, can also degenerate the individual. This kind of exaggeration could lead these individuals to believe that they are entitled to certain things, and even to choosing things in the name of others. The Pluto and Leo woman. In history, Plutonian women wanted to regain their social standing and power that they had lost during the wars, when they had to occupy certain social positions, to stay at home and take care of the household. Gender roles had to go one way or the other, but this would only happen if they took action. Now that those times are over, they also want to pursue their own dreams, uninhibited by men, society, or any other obstacle in their path. As such, feminism made another strike at the feeble balance between men and women, gathering up those who had gotten tired of the sexist treatment, and giving them a common purpose. The Plutonian Leo woman of the future will speak out, although not very revolutionary. She'll have her soft ways of converting people to her beliefs. She will announce her emancipation early on in life, and will not accept for people to think less of herself, just on an age matter. Be warned that these women will retaliate in force, whenever something happens that threatens their self-esteem.